Greetings, fellow detectives. WizardKitten774 here, bringing you the next video in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew's Secret of the Scarlet Hand. We just figured out what the Nahuatl word is for snake. Before we do anything with that, let's go see if Henrik has awoken and has looked at the drawing that we brought him, I guess, or his notes that he used. Let's see if he's taken a peek. Oh, we're at the hotel. I don't need to be at the hotel. I wanted the hospital. There we go. The hospital. Here we go to the hospital. There we go. That was weird. The music, like, stopped for a second. Usually doesn't do that. He's awake. And it looks like he's been busy. Okay, see now, if you watched the previous video and noticed me being confused about how we couldn't open up the drive, it was because we hadn't seen this yet. That's kind of what happens sometimes when you play these games so many times, is that you can get ahead of yourself really easily. The game won't let you do things when you haven't technically learned them yet, even if you know what it means, if that makes sense. So now we will be able to view the drive because now we've seen the glyph and we know for sure what that means. A curse upon you who beholds this terror. The evil deeds of the Whisperer of Silent Secrets remain undead. Within this prison of stone, what? Broken only when the four corners of the world are bound together, when the first king ascends the throne again, when the last Copan fool has labored till the end of time. He's been doing some translating.
Nancy, you have brought me back to my work.
You recognize the riddle, then?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at the board.
That's what I was doing.
This has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy. I'm sure of it.
Who is this Whisperer of Silent Secrets?
The Whisperer came from a distinguished line of royal scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
How did Pakal wish to be depicted?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne, Pakal claimed to be divinely appointed the first true authentic king of the Maya. Then, the Whisperer came along and wrote that Pakal was only king because his mother pulled some strings. It was quite a blow to Pakal's image.
So he put her in a stone prison?
Pakal swore that the Whisperer's words would never see the light of day. He put her body, her soul, and her writings all in a tomb and locked it up tight.
Wait, Henrik, a prison of stone? We're not talking about the monolith, are we?
That's the idea.
Does anyone else know about this?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb. This is where my memory fizzles out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
Do you think there is anyone I can trust?
Please don't breathe a word of this. There's too much at stake.
Henrik, I need to know where you put the Pakal carving.
Who knows?
One of the pieces that was stolen from the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center was a jade carving with an unusual glyph on it. Do you remember translating it?
I can't remember.
You probably won't remember any of these.
Did you use Joanna's name last week to place an order for Cinnabar with Keep It Real Restoration?
You're asking the wrong amnesiac.
Yeah, he's not going to answer any of these.
Do you think Joanna is behind the other thefts?
Who knows?
Not you.
You rest up. I'll be back.
I'll do my best.
Alright, so now we know what the glyph means. So now let's go. Now we'll go to the hotel. And then we'll look at the disc. See what useful information is on there. Probably quite a bit since it was such an ordeal to just get it open. get on the computer. Disk. Stone. Yay, no more blue error screen. Okay. Translation. So that's the riddle that he just showed us. Oh, my recording bar is in the way. I'm gonna move it over here. Notes. Bool. So he tells us about that. A tanzahab is a matchmaker hired by a boy/groom's parents to assess the suitability of a prospective marriage. Check to see if there's an exhibit on this for the temple quiz. There isn't, which Sunny June and myself found out, so you need to make sure you write down a tanzahab in your handy-dandy notebook, because that is how you will progress to the lowest level of the temple, the pyramid. Because that's the one question we couldn't answer in the quiz. Jade, jadeite, serpentine, all different shades of green. Maya considered Jane divine. Prison of stone. Prison bears an intricate lock. 6 separate keys must be assembled to fit the lock. 4 corners of the world plus the fool. Must track them down before it's too late. Someone else knows about this. So that was why he was hiding them. Scribe Amaxakali, see travel notes, which we already read. The monolith must be a mechanism for her punishment, and because she was most likely of royal lineage, Pakal could not permanently prohibit her from entering the underworld, so there should be a mechanism within the prison of stone to allow her soul to find its way out, as well as a mechanism for someone else to open the prison from outside the monolith. So we need, like Henrik said, we need 4 directions, we need the Kopan Fool, and then we need Pakal. We need 6 keys. Numerous pieces lost in recent CCCC heist. So, the carving from Chaco Canyon is important. The south key was Prudence Rutherford's. East key, records show one Bishop Diego de Landa found a strange jade carving there in 1652. Could this be the East key? So where will we get the East key? West. Ooh, hey, we have a number. Daddle, Henry Albert IV from Vermilion, South Dakota. So we need to call Henry Daddle because he might have the West key? West key, yeah. Copan Fool, radio for delivery. So that's what we need to use the ham radio for. See, Henrik's done basically all the work for us. We just need to finish each step. Touted self as first king. Beach Hill carving must be next on the thief's list. Must stop. How? I need to place Pakal in a safe place. I cannot trust anyone at this time. Moral dilemma, but can I argue that the end justifies the means? And I need to send a loud and clear message to the culprit racing to open the monolith alongside me. I only hope that I can win this round. So that's why Henrik stole the Pakal carving, to keep the other person from stealing it. Lamanai, Palkaka, naming. Okay. So, that was helpful information. Oops. Was there one more? Do we look down here at contacts? Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras. Password, Snake and Nojado, which we learned before, so we need to do that. El Salvador. Okay. So, let's try and call Henry Daddle, that other number. So, again, it doesn't save in your phone book, so we need to write it down. It's 16055553195.
Daddle residence.
Hi, may I speak to Henry Daddle, please?
Speaking.
Mr. Daddle, my name is Nancy Drew. This is a long shot, but I'm calling regarding a Maya artifact that was bought at auction in 1898 by one Henry Albert Daddle. Does that ring any bells?
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my great-grandfather. You're talking about the jade carving, right?
Yes, exactly. Wow, I can't believe my luck.
Well, it's a lucky life if you ask me. So what can I do for you?
I'm investigating a recent rash of thefts around the country involving similar Maya artifacts. Any information you could give me about the one your great-grandfather bought would be very helpful.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving, but my daughter Penelope was so intrigued with it that I gave it to her. I'm sure she'd be happy to talk to you about it. Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555-3197.
Will do. Thanks, Mr. Daddle.
My pleasure.
All right, so we'll make sure we write down Penelope's number too. I can't remember if we need to dial the area code. 555-3197. She must live in DC. Because it's local.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed.
So we do need to do the same area code as her father, which is 16055553197. But the game doesn't tell you that. Kind of have to just figure it out on your own.
Hi, is this Penelope?
Not even.
Oh, is this 605-555-3197?
Yeah, but no one calls me Penelope anymore. Except my parents, that is. To my friends, the art world, and anyone else who made it out of the 20th century, I'm Poppy.
The art world? Wait, you're not Poppy Dada, are you?
Ta-da! Ping ping! You win! Who's this?
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm a detective.
A detective? No way! So do you get to wear a sassy tweed hat and pick hairs off dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
I don't run into too many dead bodies, luckily, but there's plenty of other creepy stuff.
So, where'd you get my name? Don't tell me I'm like wanted by the FBI or something. That would be too scandalous.
No. You see, it's all a big coincidence. Your dad's name came up in connection with a case I'm working on.
Go Dad. Don't tell me he's wanted by the FBI. I'll be so jealous.
Sorry, Poppy. There's no FBI in on this case, and your dad's not wanted.
Okay, what then?
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities, jade carvings to be exact, and leaving this scary red handprint at the scene of every crime.
Ghastly. So, what's with the red hand?
It's printed with this stuff called cinnabar. Nobody seems to know what it means. All I know is the more I investigate, the more complicated it gets.
Drama. So, where do the daddles come in?
I got a tip that your great-great-grandfather bought a jade carving much like the ones that are being stolen. I'm hoping to take a look at it.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird symbol on it? I slapped some shoe polish on it and stuck it in one of my paintings.
You're kidding. That's a one-of-a-kind Maya artifact, a piece of history. It's hundreds of years old. It's worth a lot of money.
That's the whole point. Have you heard the saying that a work of art is never finished, just abandoned? Well, I'm taking that idea to the limit by making art that will keep changing as different people encounter, perceive, and interact with it. I'm tired of artwork that says, "Don't touch." I'm all about letting go, about sending my work into the world and seeing how it continues to become. Don't you see? It's an organic process. I mean, how can people really relate to art if it doesn't come to life and grow and die just like they do? That carving is part of something bigger now.
It seems awfully reckless to me, not to mention the wrench it throws into my investigation.
Oh, Nancy, don't be such a prude. Taylor's probably still got that artwork. At least, I don't think he sold it yet. Why don't you ask him? Tell him you want to see the piece called Deadly Midnight Snack. It's the one with the rubber shark.
Deadly Midnight Snack. I think I know the one you mean. But I'd rather not bring Taylor into this, if it's okay with you. I'm just not sure whether I trust him.
Fine with me. I know the big bunster, Mr. Bunnytron. Well, he rubs some people the wrong way. Has Taylor been pushing those Oaxacan cookies on you? You haven't eaten one, have you?
So far, I've managed to politely decline. I take it you advise against them?
Let's put it this way. His trip to Oaxaca was about 2 years ago, and he's been trying to move those rancid lard biscuits ever since.
Aha! My suspicions are confirmed. I'll put that in my case notes.
Cool. If you really need the carving to crack this case, why don't you just go ahead and take it?
But wouldn't it ruin your painting?
Of course not. After all, this is a chance to enact exactly what I've been talking about. The organic process. Inviting my viewers to interact with my work. The deal is, you can take the carving, but you have to put something in its place.
I can choose anything? A light bulb? A magnifying glass? A pair of headphones?
No, it should be something more organic. Stay with the title, Deadly Midnight Snack. And don't be afraid to go way out. As an artist, I can tell you that inspiration bites in the most mysterious ways.
Okay, Poppy, if you say so.
Right on. But let's keep Taylor out of this. He'd probably blow a gasket if he saw you tampering with the merchandise. That's all art is to him, you know. Merchandise.
It's a deal.
Good luck, Nancy.
Thanks, Poppy. Bye.
All right, so we found out where another carving is, and we will go and get it in our next video. Thanks for watching, fellow detectives.